Hello there, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super duper well. For today's video we are going to be building this cute little thing that I'm calling the Crafty Cottage. This is a knitting slash cross stitching supply store that also does lectures. A couple of notes about this video. This is not the video I was planning on doing. I am literally throwing this together the day of. This video might actually be a little bit late because I was quite late to making this. I'm just doing a really quick voiceover, but yeah, this is not the video that was supposed to come out today. Today's video was supposed to be part 3 of the English Manor bed and breakfast. However, I recorded everything for that. Actually didn't even get to finishing to record it because I was so brain dead, you guys. I was so stinking tired, and I was like watching back the footage and like listening to myself talk in that video, and I just kept like dropping my sentences. I was struggling, you guys. I already struggle with forming coherent sentences in my videos. It was bad. It was really bad, you guys. I was like, even if I edit this, it's not gonna be good. So I'm going to be re-recording that video, and that should come out on today's Monday, Friday. So I'm really sorry about that. I was a little sad about that, but I would rather re-record it and do a hopefully better job than that one than put out a crappy video that no one's gonna want to listen to me blabber and stuff. And just like I just was struggling, like even just not just talking, but like I just kept like clicking on stuff that wasn't there. I was really tired, you guys. I really don't do well when I'm sleep deprived, and the fact that I kept waking up like early, like 5 a.m. 6 a.m. to do recording and stuff, which I don't mind doing, but if I do it too often, my brain dies a very slow and painful death. And I do feel like my videos also do suffer because, yeah, it's not good. I do not do well sleep deprived. But anyways, yeah, we're building in the world of Henford-on-bagely. And, well, also, yeah, okay, there's like mowing outside my window. I can't do anything about that. So if you hear like mowing lawnmower sounds, then I'm very sorry. But yeah, we're building this cute little cottage. We're calling it the Crafty Cottage. Definitely just thought of that now. I just came up with that name right now. Yeah, it's really cute. So yeah, I thought the idea was that you can hold like little crafting lectures and maybe sell some of the pieces that your sim makes. There is an upstairs, honestly, because I just wanted I like the shape of having it upstairs, but I didn't actually want to have an upstairs, so I just made it into like a storage attic. If you want to convert it, I just couldn't find a way to smoothly put stairs in there, but if you want to add stairs and you can figure out how to make stairs work for you, power to you, honey. You can add those stairs and get rid of it. I add a ladder later on, so I made it so it's like just for staff. I mean, they're selling like yarn and stuff that's not really heavy, so I was like, you know, technically this wouldn't be terrible to keep their spare yarn and crafting supplies up here, but it's still not ideal. I would be very mad if I was an employee and I had to go up and down those ladders all the time just to get stuff. But yeah, whatever. All right, I was confused. I realized I had a medium height wall, so yeah, there we go, fixed it, and magically the window hit where I want it to again. I'm still so tired, you guys, so I'm definitely, after I'm done recording this, I'm probably gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna set this to export, and then I'm gonna go take a nap because it takes quite a while for me to export my videos. Yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock. I post my videos at 15 o'clock or 3 p.m. I still have American brain, so I still say 3 p.m., but 15 o'clock. So hopefully it won't be too late, but it is probably going to be a little bit late. But you know, I figured a late video is better than no video. I'm trying very hard to be consistent, and I'm quite proud of myself. I have been able to be quite consistent with my videos. I'm looking for some wood to knock on real quick. Let's not jinx ourselves now, because we got 100 subscribers. What? It's actually 100 actually now. And thank you so much, you guys. I squealed. It was an inhuman squeal, and it was awesome. Like, it was like, yeah, we went out and we went to the Sakura festival on Saturday, and that's when it happened. And I woke up and there was like such sweet comment of my new subscriber, my 100th subscriber. And I cried a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I was so happy, and I'm so freaking grateful. And I was squealing, guys. I was floating around that festival, you guys. I was so happy. I was just euphoric. I was just like, triple digits. Oh my goodness, the subscriber count's at triple digits. What? Like, it's you know, like we're manifesting over here. So I was like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen eventually. But the fact that I just keep like clicking on YouTube Studio and looking at it and looking at the number and being like, triple digits, it's 100. I'm like, that's a lot of people, man. I don't even, like, we have a 2-bedroom apartment here. I don't think I could comfortably fit 100 people in this room. Like, in this room or in this apartment, like, that'd be quite a squeeze. That's a lot of people. And I'm seriously just so grateful, and I'm so excited. And then maybe there'll be more people, and then there's even more people, and we can like hang out and like build stuff together, and it's great. Yeah, I definitely want to do more live streams. But yes, I'm so stinking grateful. Thank you so much. You guys have been super sweet and supportive, and my little anxiety brain appreciates it. And like, y'all aren't responsible for my anxiety, but sugar, sorry. I'm getting too excited. But like, if you have anxiety, you understand. Like, it's really nice to see support and feel that love. So I'm really am grateful, especially in the very beginning when I was starting this channel. I was so nervous, and it's such a nervous wreck. And if you also make YouTube, like, you understand, especially in the beginning, it's very difficult, but I'm very proud of what I've put out so far, and I hope to continue to improve, and we can do that together. And just thank you. All right, I've been narrating none of this video. I've just been blabbing. But anyways, we're working on the inside a little bit. I don't know. This is why I don't normally do speed builds. I do speed builds. Like, if you see me posting a speed build, it's because my mental health is bad, or I'm just too darn tired, or whatever. I post speed builds when it's like an emergency thing and I want to put something out, but I just don't have the time to sit down and narrate things. I just find it difficult to like watch something, pay attention to it, and narrate it. It's quite difficult. So props to anybody that does this on a regular basis. My goodness gracious. But yeah, anyways, we're placing down windows, and it's also just because I tend to go like everywhere when I'm building stuff. So like, if I narrate while I'm building, it forces me to actually pay attention to what I'm doing. And this is also a longer video. This video is 36, almost 37 minutes long. So it's like, yeah, what am I gonna talk about for the next like 30 something minutes? It's like, I'm gonna talk about what color door I just put out, like what. All right, this is the next day, so I had a little transition just for like my brain, and also like so you guys can understand, like, I stopped recording because I was too tired. I had to go lay down for a minute. Yeah, I think it's also just like I'm on antidepressants and stuff, and that can make you feel very tired and feverish and whatnot. So sometimes that does affect me. I have been doing better though, honestly. I think since the sun is coming up again, living in Sweden, you know, if you know, you know, like the winters are very dark and sad here. But I still love living here though, I'm not gonna lie. It's very fun, especially since I'm from America. I'm from Florida. We don't have seasons, so experiencing the seasons and stuff to me is still very magical. Like, I didn't see snow until a couple years ago for the first time, so it's still very magical and exciting for me. Anyways, we are back outside. We are doing some landscaping, and at first I was pulling out some regular like in-game, I don't know how to refer to these, but I end up canceling or deleting these, yeah, and then I go and debug. I decided I wanted the debug plants because I really like when my plants and stuff, they help. I feel like it really helps your build to blend in with the world around it. I find that very satisfying, and I find that it helps the builds to look better when they're placed in the world. I don't like it when you build something, or when I build something and I'm like, oh, it sticks like a sore thumb. Like, you can tell, like, that's not, excuse me, it wasn't like organically placed in the game. I don't know why, it just kind of irks me. But yeah, anyways, I just was throwing down just a bunch of random plants. You guys know how I do plants. I'm just throwing stuff down randomly. We're going off vibes here. I'm like, oh, this looks good next to this, so I'm gonna put that there, and whatever. I don't normally include the landscaping. I did like one live stream where we were decorating the exterior of a build, and that was a lot of fun, so maybe I'll do that again. But I don't know, I feel like most people, they maybe find landscaping to be boring, so maybe I should have edited this out, but I don't know, we're here, so we're just rolling with it. But I don't know, let me know down below, like, what do you guys like? Like, what do you consider to be your favorite part of a build? I'd be very curious to know, because I know some people, like, they don't like building at all, so they're like create a sim people. So they just like to make sims, and then, like, that's it. There's other people, they just like to build. You know, maybe some people, they only like to do like the exterior of builds. Some people, they really like doing the interior decorations, so they like the process of picking out the, sorry, my kitty just jumped down. Co-editor Nugget is in the building. Some people like to do like the interior decoration, so like picking out the wallpaper, the flooring, and like the furniture and stuff. So I'd be curious to know, what do you guys like to do? Just a fun little, you know, create a conversation here, because I love to talk to you guys and stuff. You guys are so awesome, and I really do appreciate you guys. I, for whatever reason, was determined to put like some sort of ivy or something on this wall, but it wasn't working with that door, so we're going to abandon it and move on. I also did not put dirt. I took away the dirt. I don't know why I did that. I think it's because I looked at like the world around us, and in henford-on-bagely, they don't put dirt underneath the plants, so I decided to not do that. That if you want to throw down some dirt in the garden beds, you're more than welcome to do so. I don't care when y'all change stuff. It's all good. Yeah, I don't know. This is very self-explanatory. My cat is eating now, so if you hear crunches, she's eating. But yeah, I was just filling up these garden beds with some plants. I really like these plants from Cottage Living, though. They're very pretty. I was being indecisive because I didn't like how old they looked. Too similar. I don't like my plants to look too similar, and I'm sorry, I keep going back and forth because I'm trying to make sure that nothing is cutting through the wall. Those little window boxes, they are going to be displays, so that's why you see I put those half walls there. I'm going to use the platform tool and raise it up to create displays, so you can like advertise products and stuff, and we do that towards the end of the video. But yeah, we're still in the preparation part of the building itself. But yeah, I decided I want to put down a little bit more ivy. I don't remember if this one stays or not. I was kind of going back and forth quite a lot. I was drinking coffee, so I was slightly more conscious, but my brain was still kind of struggling to form coherent thoughts and plans. So yeah, but I think we are about done. There is a couple other things that I add and / or remove post-production, so if you download the build, it does look a bit different. But yeah, I lied. See, one more piece of ivy. I think this is it though. After this, I think we go back inside. And / no, actually, I think we're placing lights and stuff. But after that, I promise we're going inside. I tend to go back and forth on designs and stuff. I thought I wanted this, but it wouldn't click onto the wall, and I meant to grab one not from the debug menu later, but I totally forgot. So yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really trying, you guys. I'm gonna probably I need to try and sleep better so I can make better stuff for you guys. These don't stay. I end up deleting these also. But yeah, it's difficult trying to get sleep, because it's funny because like not having enough sun messes up your, oh goodness, circadian rhythm, I believe it's called. So it's like how your brain releases the chemicals to tell you, okay guys, it's time to sleep, go to sleep, and / or don't go to sleep. So like having a lack of sunlight, it can mess that up. So your brain just kind of is like, what time is it? Is it daylight? where's the sun? We didn't see sun today, so it must be day, night. Like, your brain doesn't know what to do. So I discovered that, yeah, I'm very sensitive to that. And it sucks. And I'm very much someone, like, I do not do well not sleeping good. Like, I'm very sensitive to being sleep deprived. My brain does not enjoy it. So it is something that I'm trying to work on, having a more consistent sleeping schedule and whatnot, just because my mental health also does a lot better when I sleep better. You know, and that means I can do more stuff. You know, I can go out and with my husband and we can go do things, and I'm in a better mood, so he doesn't have to be with me being cranky and anxious. And you know, it's also just good for me and my health too. You know, sleep is very important for your body and stuff, so it's important to sleep. It's one of those things, it's like one of the first things that we tend to sacrifice, but it's very important for your health. So this is your sign to try and sleep better, you guys. It's important. All your body functions and stuff, like your body heals itself and your cells repair themselves and stuff when you sleep. So it's very important to sleep. This is when I realized that these little ceiling tiles with, look at that little bunny rabbits. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. I love these little things. I don't know why. I don't really do a lot of thatched cottages. Maybe I need to fix that and do some more thatched cottages, but yeah, I was struggling with putting on these little thatched cottage detail-y things, because the roof pitch has to be a very specific way, and then I had to put the flaps in because they were not wanting to go on any easily. Ugh. See, I was talking so fairly well, and now I'm struggling again. Okay, yeah, we're finishing up the roof. And then after this, I think we do there's like a little bit more lights. I don't think I placed the lights yet on the outside, and then we go inside. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a lot more exciting, but literally half this video is just me working on the exterior. So yeah, I'm curious to know. Here we go, here are the lights. What do you guys like to do in a build? Like, I know some people, they just build shells, and I honestly think maybe I will start doing that. I probably won't make videos of those per se, but maybe I can just make them and then do like a little tour. So like not like showing me building the shell, but like just like a zoomy tour of like, oh, let me show you what the exterior of this looks like, and then I'll share it on the gallery for you guys to download. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in me doing that. You can let me know down below. But anyways, now we are going to be painting the roof, and I decided to use this Horse Ranch one, just because it helps it to look like rafters. So it looks nice. Kitty's using the litter box. She's so loud. All right, anyways, now we are inside, and I used the flooring is from the Cottage Living pack, as is the wallpaper. I love this wallpaper though, it's very cute. And we are starting on the bathroom. I decided to make 2 stalls using some walls and the doors from Cottage Living. A lot of the stuff here is from Cottage Living, except for those windows. Those windows are from the Growing Together pack, I believe. And I like how they look cottagey enough that I used them with that Cottage Living door, and I thought the swatches and stuff matched well enough. So yeah, if you want like a cottagey vibe but you don't want to use the Cottage Living windows for whatever reason, I definitely recommend you can use those because they're quite cute. Anyways, I was being very indecisive about the mirrors. We ended up sticking with the first ones that I picked out, but you know, it's a process, you guys. Anyways, we're moving on to putting down some curtains. I forgot to put curtains on the other windows. I don't put curtains on all the windows. Obviously, if it's like a display window, I don't want to have a curtain blocking you from being able to see what's going on. So yeah, but I was trying to focus. I was like, Lexi, focus. You need to finish this bathroom before you move on to anything else. So we're finishing that up, and I'm putting in paper towels, hand sanitizer, you know, pretty typical public bathroom stuff. Just so that our guests have somewhere if they need to go to the bathroom while they're here, they are able to do that. Because yeah, I thought it'd be really nice. Maybe they do like lectures and stuff. They have like classes where they teach you how to knit or cross stitch. And they have like a little counter space, you'll see later. I put in where they have like a tiny little kitchen where they have like pastries and tea and stuff, so you can like hang out, and I just thought it'd be very nice. So yeah, you could probably even have like a cross stitch or knitting club meet here too. I think that'd be very fun. Anyways, I decided to make this into like a tiny, very tiny little office, just for the owner of the store, because you need like the computer and stuff for some of the business and hobby stuff. So I wanted to give them a little office space. I probably could have put this upstairs. I did try putting stairs in this space, just in case you're thinking that, and it just didn't work with the window and stuff. I just didn't like how it looked. But if you really want to put stairs, I would probably delete this room, and then you can have the stairs there instead. But yeah, it was a bit of a squidge, and I didn't like how it looked, so that's why I decided just to put a ladder, which you'll see later. Yeah, I wanted to try and stuff more stuff into this room, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna leave it like as is with just the desk and the broom and stuff, and we didn't need that much stuff. I originally also was trying to build this so that your sim could live on this lot and also run it as a business, but just with the upstairs, the shape and whatnot, it just wasn't working. I thought it was really weird to have a ladder going up to your living space, and I just didn't like it. So I decided just to have this be storage for the business. So again, if you want to put stairs, you can do that. You're more than welcome to do so. But yeah, I just threw up some lanterns up here. And then I think towards the end, we just throw up in some like crates, just so that it looks like, okay, yeah, maybe there's like yarn and hooks and other crafting supplies up here, but like that sort of things aren't going to be necessarily heavy, so I think it's okay that it's stored in the attic. But yeah, oh look, I'm trying to throw up curtains, but I decided against it. But I think I add them later on. I don't know if they're in the final Zoom or not. I don't remember, honestly. But yeah, I decided this wall was still a little bit too empty, so I'm picking out a quick little poster, and then yeah, I think that's gonna finish up that little office. I just felt weird leaving it just empty, and in hindsight, I probably would have put like a calendar or something in there. That would have made more sense, but whatever. I decided I want to put a little sign here, and so this is just saying like, hey, please don't come up here. If you're not an employee, don't come up here. Like, this is not for you to be up here. Yeah, whatever. And then I wanted to put this sign so that Sims can know, like, hey, this is where the bathrooms are. If you need to go to the bathroom, you can come here. Yeah, I just thought it's nice to add such little details, just to help fill up the space, and yeah, just extra details. So I was just trying to make this build as interesting as possible. It was a very quick build. I didn't plan a lot. I just kind of tested the shape, and I was like, yeah, sure, okay, let's go. Like, I didn't have enough time to put too much thought into it. I'm sorry. But I don't know, it's also something that I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to be less of a stressed out perfectionist with my builds and stuff, because I tend to get in my head a lot of like, oh my god, no one's gonna like this, no one's gonna want to download it, no one's gonna watch this, and I'm like, girl, chill. Like, don't be worried about that so much. Like, it's always funny that it's like the builds that I think that are gonna do well end up not doing so well, and then the builds that I don't think are gonna do well end up being good. So it's like, girl, you don't even know what you're doing. Like, it is what it is, and I'm trying really hard to be better about that, but it can be difficult when you have the anxieties. But yeah, it is something I'm working on, and yeah, I do appreciate you guys very much. You guys have been very lovely. This is a little entryway. In hindsight, I probably should have put light in here, but I did not. So if you want to throw a little light in there, you can. I just wanted to have a little entryway. It kind of doesn't make sense, but you know, I did it, so there it is. And yeah, I decided I wanted to put some seating here in front of the fireplace. I thought it'd be nice to be able to sit and relax and just hang out. Like, yes, this is a shop, but they also want you to like sit down and hang out and stuff. We use a lot of cottage living stuff in this build, of course, because it helps with the cottagey cute vibes. And then I'm also using like, oh, these things. I figured like if you're storing yarn balls and whatnot, it's not called yarn balls. Oh my goodness, what is it called? It's gonna bother me now. Skein? I believe it's called a skein of yarn. I'm probably not saying that right. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. But anyways, I thought that would be we're pretending that this is the storage for all of the yarn and stuff. And then I saw this cute little picture. It's from Cats and Dogs. You have to unlock it, to get it, but you know, we're just pretending it's a cheat. I thought it was cute. I also ended up putting it outside on the side of the building. I just thought it was too darn cute. I decided I wanted to use it in more than one spot. So yeah, this side that I'm working on right now is more for sale floor, and then there that I'm placing this desk right now is the lecture space. I'm sorry, I'm not really saying or explaining things very well. This is why I don't do speed builds, because I get distracted by my own self. Yeah, anyways, I'm placing down some rocking chairs in a U shape, and then in front of that cottage living window is where we're going to be putting the whiteboard so that your sim can hold lectures. So you have to make sure that your sim, I believe they have to be at least a level 5 to be able to mentor other sims. So unfortunately my sim was not a level 5, so I was unable to include that in the footage, but yeah, just so you know, if you want to download this and have this working, your sim has to be a level 5. There's probably a cheat for it, but I don't know it, so I did not have it. But yeah, anyways, I decided to put out a lot of decorations and stuff. So this could be items that are for decor. You could also put in like shelves and stuff if you wanted to sell plushies. I do later on put in like little plushies and things, just so that it looks like, yes, there's definitely stuff for sale. And then I also put out, what's the word? Just book displays for like knitting and cross stitch books, like skill books that your sims can read, so your sims can buy those. You know, the world's your oyster. You could also put up some mannequins. I believe you can have up to 10, and then you could put sweaters and hats on them if you wanted to sell like crocheted items and clothing and stuff. I think I do want to do like a clothing shop or something at some point, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm trying to finish up my bigger builds, but because I do like to do the multi-part bigger builds, because that gives me more time to think of more builds in the future. But I do try and pepper in and give myself little breaks by doing smaller builds like these. You know, this gives me a little bit of a breather, and it acts as like a little palette refresher, because sometimes I get burnt out on builds, and that is something I'm working on. I'm trying to find that good cushy balance between I don't want to be burnt out and end up not making videos because I'm burnt out. So yeah, that's something that I'm still working on, and I am doing better about it though. I'm gonna knock on wood again. I don't want to jinx myself, because every time I'm like, oh my god, I'm doing so well, we're doing so great, I end up burning out, and then I stop making videos for a little bit. Not a little bit, I maybe will miss like a video or two. I maybe will give myself like a week off. I post Mondays and Fridays, and that way I have 3 days in between to film and edit my videos. I do that very intentionally. But yeah, that is my schedule for now. But it might change later, because I have another side business that I'm doing with my husband and stuff that we need to be working on more. So, but I don't know. It's difficult for me to try and make my own schedule and stuff. I'm either like I'll go through balance of time where I'm like really good at being consistent about it, and then other times where I struggle to get even just the most basic things done. But I don't know, it is something I'm working on, and I hope to be better about, but I do need to work on that. But yeah, I'm just going around and we're just decorating the space. Honestly, I'm just here to talk, for real. Honestly, you guys can just watch and see what I'm doing. This is why I don't like doing speed builds, because I'm just like, girl, why are you here? But I also feel like it's weird just to watch this. Like, this is a long video for you guys just to watch without any sound. I mean, I guess you could mute this video if you don't want to listen to me blab, but you want to see the build, you could totally do that. I do put timestamps underneath my videos, so if you ever are like, girl, I'm just here for this, or I'm just here for that, no hard feelings. I put the timestamps there, so if there's just a specific room you're curious about or a specific part that you want to see, you can click the little timestamps down below and you can jump right to that spot. It's all good, like, I get it. Yeah, not everyone wants to listen to me blabbing. I'm gonna fill that up with yarn, in case you're wondering, like, why is she putting these baskets down? Yeah, I was trying to be a little more creative with making a little display decorating our display windows just so that, oh, you can walk by and be like, ooh, what's this shop? Like, you know, window shopping, so much fun. Yeah, so I'm placing like little balls of yarn and stuff in here. You'll see at the end, the Zoom tour, for whatever reason, I've been having difficulties with stuff disappearing in the videos. Very annoying. I wonder if it's that new sim update that they did. I wonder if it kind of glitched it or whatever. I don't know. But I've been seeing people have been having issues with the sim updates. I've been fairly fortunate. I think it's because I play on console. Maybe it affects PC players more. But yeah, it's been okay. Again, knock on wood. Anyways, I thought about putting these little shelves down and putting like plushies and stuff on it. I don't know. If you don't like it, you can delete them. I ended up not putting them on this one because I was like, no, I don't want to do that. It's gonna block the displays. I needed to do the little cheaty thing. I think I messed it up too. I'm so bad at, because I'm like, I play on my TV, so I'm like squinting at the corner being like, did I spell that right? But yeah, I forgot. I was like, oh, darn it. I need to do that cheat so I can get to these items. So yeah, all these items are stuff that your Sims can craft in-game. So if you don't want to have to actually make them, you can use that cheat that I did to get to them. But yeah, I just wanted to decorate the space, help it look a little more pretty and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, this is pretty self-explanatory. There's like this little cute little llama planter. It's pretty cute. And these little plushies we're gonna place in a minute. I love them so much, especially the little strawberry turtle is super adorable. These penguins are also super duper cute. They're really nice. Yeah, I don't know. I do like to crochet in real life. I don't do it very often, but I do know how to crochet. I do not know how to knit. Maybe one day I'll try and learn, but I don't know. My hand-eye coordination is not the best. Crocheting already takes a lot of focus, but I don't know. Knitting also looks like it'd be fun to learn, so you never know. They have the thing, it's like if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it, so it probably would be good for my brain to challenge it and try to learn how to do that, so maybe I will look into it. But yeah, anyways, I'm just decorating. I'm just placing random plushies and random stuff just to make it look like this is an actual shop that is selling like actual stuff and whatnot. Now looking at this, I wish I would have maybe placed displays to make those plushies be higher up. I wish I would have put this platform higher up to be at the same height as the window. So yeah, if you want to change that, that is something that I would want to do. Yeah, because I feel like the windows are still too high and the items are too far away. Like a Sim is not going to be able to walk by and be able to look inside that window and see everything, so it's not a very good display. So yeah, looking at that now, that's something I would change. It's a little bit better when I have these shelves there, but yeah, it still would have been better if the platforms were higher. So that's something I would change now. So yeah, if you want to change that and you're downloading this build, you of course are welcome to do so. I don't know, y'all. I'm just going around placing stuff. I like these hangers though. Excuse me, I had a hiccup. I had lunch before I'm talking about this, so yeah, I had to eat. Yeah, anyways, I'm just placing extra little lighting and stuff. Oh my goodness, I think I used this panda, guys, is cursed. It's don't look into its eyes, it might steal your soul. It's kind of creepy, not gonna lie. I was a little creeped out by it, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it. But yeah, it's giving demented, it's giving possessed, it's kind of creepy. Anyways, yeah, I was like, okay, let's do some fire safety. We'll put a little sign here so people know, like, if you're gonna exit, you need to come out here. We're getting closer to the end. We're almost done. Just finishing up plushies, different plushies and stuff. And yeah, there's a little Zoom tour at the end. It's very, very quick, very short. But yeah, I'm sorry. This is a lot of blabbing, but it is what it is. I guess a video is better than no video. But anyways, we are just about done. I'm like eyeballing it. I'm trying to see where we are in time. We're almost done. Yeah, I'm just doing the upstairs. I literally just put down a couple crates. It's very underwhelming, unfortunately. At this point, I'm so stinking tired. So yeah, I'm gonna go set this to export and I'm gonna take a nap. So anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to leave this here. Just about. I don't want to cut it too close, but yeah, we're like a minute in. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on any of my future videos. Hopefully they'll be better than this one. But yeah, take care, you guys, and I will see you Friday. We're going to be doing part 3 of the English Manor Estate. So I'm going to be filming that over the next day or two, and hopefully it'll come out much better and you guys will be able to see it, and we'll finish up that build and we'll start our next one. I'm really excited for our next project. But yeah, take care, you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.